Welcome to Dump Truck Toolbox. This is Alan. We've been working on this interstate ramp for quite some time now, and we're getting close to where we need to pave. And so just as a quick review, we had to tear up some of the old pavement and carry the broken asphalt, dump it on the top of Asphalt Mountain, and then we've been bringing hundreds and hundreds of tons of sand. And once the sand's been down, we put some gravel on top of it. And now the grade is all prepared. We're ready to start putting in asphalt. You can see at the bottom of the ramp, it is a good 1 lane wide, but the further up you go, the narrower it gets. So we get to this part of the ramp, and it's probably 4 feet wide at most. And the problem is a paving machine won't fit. So how are we going to get the work done? I backed into the washout pit. I want to start with a clean bed. You can see me back there working the hose. Now that it's all washed out, I'll pull around to the spray area. This is where I put a special spray in, and it makes it so that the bed doesn't have the asphalt stick to it. And once that's done, I'm going to get back in the truck. I'm going to pull around to the asphalt plant. It's my first time under our own asphalt plant. I'm getting about 18 tons put on. You can see the truck squatting down, get the paperwork, put the tarp back, and I'm heading off to the interstate ramp we've been working on. I drive to the top of the ramp and sit there for just a minute. I keep my tarp back to keep it hot. And you can see people and equipment are making their way from the bottom of the ramp. They were working down there, getting everything in position. They're marking lines with that orange paint. And they're going to direct me to pull around the excavator. And you'll notice the excavator is small because we're dealing in a very small spot. So I back up to where they want me, put the tarp forward, and the clock is going. The asphalt to be worked has to be a certain temperature, and so time is of the essence here. Now, clearly I sped this up actually 16 times, because even though they're working fast, it would get a little tedious if we sat here for an hour watching this video. So, but the excavator has to position the asphalt, and then the ground crew there is fine-tuning it. It's substantially more work than with a paving machine, but the paving machine obviously wouldn't fit. There. Leveling with the excavator, and then the crew there is using their special tools to get the level perfectly right. So it has to be right dimensions side to side. It has to be the right depth as well. And so you probably can't see it, but there are several people there with different measuring devices to make sure that it's the right depth. And so at this section here, the width of the lane is probably 5 feet, maybe. It's just about the excavator bucket width. You can see the roller there. Roller has to do his work while the asphalt is still hot. That compresses it all down, makes it not just smooth and level, but makes it strong. And I am getting near the end of my load here. And so when they signal me to, I will pull out and head back to our lot and pick up another 18 tons of asphalt. But before I do that, they can't scoop out all of it. The excavator guy's good, but he's not that good. So they're going to signal me to pull up, and then I'm going to raise my bed and dump out. And there's not a lot of asphalt in there, but I'm going to dump it out, and you'll see them positioning it even before I can pull away. But they'll have all that positioned and smoothed, and I think even rolled by the time I get back. Round trip takes me probably 25 minutes or so. Less when you run the video at 16 speed. I just sprayed my bed there. You couldn't see me because it was on the other side. And here comes my asphalt. The truck squats again because is a pretty big load. Got my paperwork. Back on the road again. And you'll notice when I pull in, there's some equipment at the bottom end of the ramp, and I actually go to the top of the ramp, give them a little more than half what's in my truck now. There's that equipment, but I give them as much asphalt as they need at the top end. They will prep that surface with the roller, and then I'm going to back down, and for part of the trip I'm going to have my left tires, the driver's side tires, on the asphalt. And I felt bad because I left tire tracks, but I was told, no, that's not a big deal. They will roll it out. It'll be fine. And I should say, this is the base layer. We get all this down. We'll put a second base layer down at some point, to get the depth just right. And then they'll mill the remaining old asphalt, and I think they'll even mill the base layer here, and we'll put the top layer on. See where that number 6, 7, or whatever it is was? That is the end of the cut. So that's as far as the asphalt needs to go. So just, I don't know, a couple more scoops here, and they'll have all the asphalt they need. And I will sit here. You can't really see it very well, so I cut it out. But the roller's going to come up and compact all that. There we go. I'm driving on what's still sort of smooth but soft asphalt, and I leave my tire tracks. Come to the end of where we just paved. It's about a half mile, maybe a little less. I back all the way down, and then this is where the crew has moved. Paving machine is actually backing on the section of asphalt they just laid. Apparently it wasn't quite thick enough. And the paving machine leaves tracks, and I leave tracks. And they told me it's not a problem. I dump in a little bit into the hopper of the paving machine, and then I pull forward. And in just a second, the machine will be done with that section. I'll put the rest of my asphalt in the hopper, and I'll pull off. So I want to thank you for joining us. It's always a pleasure to have you on the channel. If you haven't done so already, please subscribe, hit the like button, be safe out there, and I'll see you again soon on the Dump Truck Toolbox.